stay in harmony with the Lord's anointed, those whom he has designated to declare church doctrine and maintaining loyalty to prophetic leadership.
In coming days,
those who do not keep the commandments and observe the laws of God shall be burned at the time of his coming.
are you a full tithe payer?
If there are any among this people who should ever apostatize, prepare your backs for a good whipping.
Travis, my good soul. Just the other day, I did a video warning Mormons against attacking me and anybody by committing crimes. Because to do such on behalf of the church gets the church criminally liable. You are not defending and protecting the church if you are having to commit crimes. The church gets in trouble. And since that video, the number of thumbs down has been skyrocketing. Yet the number of views have been dying down. You guys will not learn, will you? You say that the Book of Mormon is true, but you don't believe it because you don't follow it. You are beyond hypocrites. And so, yeah, I learned the cause of the malware on my laptop. And yep, I financially tied it to the church. The church cannot hire hitmen, I tell you. Incompetent hitmen. Should I watch that? The hitman's wife, it's, I can't remember his name. I think his name is Ryan, who plays Deadpool, and then did Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, Salma Hayek. 2 movies, both hilarious. So I should just go to bed early today. Because, yeah, it really drains me when confronted face to face with evil. It does not cause me to stop, as we're doing a church news video yet again. But, yeah, it's very disheartening that Mormons, of all people, worship Lucifer. You worship who you follow. And even though you call him Jesus, even though that's the anti-Semitic Antichrist of the Jewish Christ, and yes, Christ, the Jewish Christs have Joseph Smith and the Latter-day Christ. That is the learning of the Jews. It is not Jesus. And so, yeah, before we get to Dale G. Renland, who took his turn today, and so apparently something really happened with Suarez. He must not have understood the message. His Brazilian dialect may not have understood English properly. He's supposed to do it next Monday, or this coming Monday. Instead. Although, are they doing it? Yeah, they are doing it from the least apostle, and they're working their way up, it looks like. Yeah. And so, yeah, they jumped the gun. And so apparently they're saving Friday for the dress rehearsal and makeup. For conference. Well, it's for Easter. No, that's still another week away. No, no. Come on, guys. Seriously? You did him out of order, Suarez. So yeah, everybody else now is out of order. All right, and so yeah, before Dale, Elder Taylor spoke at BYU yesterday. Tuesdays are devotional days still, I guess. And he again bashed those who are LGBTQIAPO+. Bashed it with Jesus and the plan of salvation, your spiritual identities, or your something identities. It wasn't spiritual, but he referred to the plan of salvation going back to the spirits. Alrighty, Dale, what you got for us? Because Jesus Christ endured the infinite atoning sacrifice, supernatural being doing supernatural stunts. Yep. Clear indicator of a false prophet. He empathizes perfectly with us. No, he's a human being. Thus, he goes through what human beings go through. That's how he can empathize with you. But he's a little pissed right now with Mormon behavior. The marks in the palms of his hand. No, dear God. Turning the Bible of the Jews into literal history rather than prophecy and revelation. I again did that video for you this morning. That's not what happened. So yeah, definitely the marks in Joseph Smith. Yeah, the rifle shots. Dear God. Those are the wounds in Joseph Smith. But no, the wounds technically originate with Osiris from the Egyptians, language of the Egyptians that the Book of Mormon talks about, from which the Jews got their prophecies from. Yeah, that's what they're referring to, the 9-inch nails in the coffin of Osiris. And the coming forth of his son, 23rd September 2017, to warn Mormons who will want him dead too. And so, yeah, continually remind him of you and your circumstances. So you better pay your tithing to atone for his atonement. Love sacrifice. Hello? They're criminal, stealing your money. And you don't report them to the authorities? Dear God. Anybody putting the pieces of the puzzle together? You get the church in trouble when you commit crimes on behalf of the church. Especially when you send signed documents of confession and threats to commit further crime. Dear God. And if it's not the prophets, if it's the lawyers for the church, it applies to you too, boys. It applies to you too. Jesus Christ overcame the world and absorbed all unfairness. Oh my God. We'll see. Maybe it's in Luke. Nope. No absorbed in the Bible or in the scriptures at all. It defaulted to abstain. Dear God. So like Karen, Renland is making up his own doctrine. Oh my God. Why won't you learn, guys? Why won't you guys learn? Dear God, you are the enemy. I am not the enemy simply by quoting the Book of Mormon that says we're supposed to be in the learning of the Jews. The Book of Mormon is our keystone. Do you not understand this? Or are you just pure Danite evil? Oh, you are? Yeah, I understand now. So yeah, like I said, you gotta murder me. Your hitmen of the church are failing to do their jobs properly. But yeah, apparently you own Australia, and so Rasband is now in New Zealand. Anybody remember what happened in New Zealand? Yeah, the church met with the former leader, and she's out. So again, scandal. Wherever the church goes, scandal follows. All the charity places in the third world countries, still suffering. The church isn't helping. This is blatantly obvious. It doesn't matter how many posts the church puts on how they're helping the world is not getting helped. It's getting worse. The church, for example, gave to the organizations that are helping the Gazans. But the problem's getting worse. Do not make the connection. You're supposed to invest in people, not give fish through another charity who may or may not give the fish. And yet the church always claims that they're doing the good thing, and they're not. They can't, because they lie. Liars are evil morally. And when you have somebody caught in a lie, you now have to investigate their whole life, because what other crimes are they committing that they're covering up with lies? And so, reading the Book of Mormon, I'm not lying. You can read it for yourself. I just looked it up. You can look it up for yourself if you've got the CD-ROM program that the church used to have. Their website, you can't use any kind of search engine. It doesn't work. But yeah, the CD-ROM, I had the beta version that had the Hebrew and Greek that were done by the BYU students in those classes. And so yeah, there are errors in it. But nonetheless, yeah, Avraham Gileadi, sad fate. Knew the truth, threatened by the church to deny, he denied, because he got punished. I've been punished. I will not deny. That is the difference of character between Avraham and I. What about you? What about you? I already know your character with your comments and your attacks